Hi everyone, my name is Nitesh and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will cover the topic of Universal Editor for Edge Delivery Services forms. We will see what Universal Editor does for forms, how you can use it, and what are several options available in it. So let's get started. So Universal Editor primarily is a visual WYSIWYG editor for building forms on Edge Delivery Services. What you see in the editor is exactly what users will see. You're not working with template or backend configurations. You're editing the experience directly on the page or on the form. The Universal Editor interface is organized into four main areas, each designed for specific tasks. On the top, you have Experience Cloud Header, which is primarily used for navigation and account management, where you can switch between Adobe tools, you can get access to help, you can manage the notification. The second one here is Universal Editor Toolbar. This is primarily for form editing and publishing, where you can create, edit, preview, and publish the forms. In the property panel here, you can do the component configuration, like you can change the field name, you can configure the form fields, you can manage the content structure, you can also access the advanced features. And then we have the editor canvas, which is more for visual form building. Here you can drag and drop the components, you can arrange the layouts, and you can see the real-time preview as well. So now that we have seen the overview of the navigation items, let's deep dive into each one of them. We will start with Universal Editor. So just below the top navigation, you will see this bar where you see a lot of options. Now you may not see some of the options available because for some of them you need to enable through Extension Manager, which I'll cover in upcoming episodes. So let's look into the relevant one in terms of EDS forms. So for instance, you can check the page properties. You can look into the rule editor, which allows you to write the rules for the form fields. We will cover this in detail when we are defining the form. Then you have the form properties, where if you try to edit it, it will open up the option for you to set the backend option of submission. You can configure the pre-fill. You can also set up the thank you page or thank you message. We will also see this when we start building the form. You have option to preview. So if you click on the responsive mode, you can see how your form looks in iPad, for instance, or in mobile, or in the desktop. You have the option to preview it. You will be able to see the preview. And once you are satisfied, you can click on publish, which can publish it to the preview server or to the live server. The next one is editor canvas, where you actually build the forms. This canvas is your main workspace. You'll be able to select the form fields, and you can also see the changes instantly. You can directly click on any of these fields to select it as well. And no need to guess how things will look because this is all live. You just have to remember one thing: the canvas is the form itself. So whatever you see here, it will be seen by the user itself. The next we have is properties panel, where you actually configure the things. For example, when you select something on the canvas, if you look at the right side, that's the property panel. And this is where you set the labels and placeholders. For instance, you configure the validation, you control the behavior and visibility. You can also use it to add new components to see the structure. You can also navigate the complex form structure using the content tree. You can either duplicate or delete the fields as well. So canvas was for the structure and property panel is for the details. Next we have is preview mode. That's where this testing becomes very handy, because before publishing, you would always want to preview. And the preview lets you fill the form like a real user, test validation so that you can catch the issues early. And nothing what you publish here or preview here is live yet. So think of preview as a let me try this myself before user do, or WCM mode disabled if you're familiar with AEM. And the next one we have is publish, which we will use when everything looks good. You just click on publish and that's it. Your form goes live through Edge Delivery Services. You will see option to publish it to preview servers or to the live servers. And user can start seeing it immediately. No manual deployment and no server steps. Now there are more options available as well in these toolbar that we have seen, and we will look into more detail when we are working on the actual use case, when we are building the form. So that's a high level overview of Universal Editor. Let's quickly recap on what we covered. So we saw Universal Editor, which is visual and WYSIWYG editor. We also saw Experience Cloud Header. We saw the canvas, which is where you build. We also saw Properties panel, which is where you configure the properties. You have the option to preview before you publish and publish when you are ready. In the next video, we will start setting up the project for building the form step by step. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.